The Buckram reeled as rumour after rumour flooded in, following the fall of Phidoch Castle. The leader of their enemy, a youth scarce old enough to shave, their owner Brantyn, a man unworthy of their trust. The Dark Knights routed. But above all else, the news that King Dorgalawa's daughter still lived. In their desperation, the people wept. They yearned for a righteous leader, a saviour to bring them prosperity. The Lady Catiua was the answer to their prayers. Lanselot Tartaros, mouthpiece of the Holy Lodician Empire, recognized Catiua as the rightful heir to the Valerian throne. The quarrel over succession was officially laid to rest. By Lanselot's accounting, this prior unrest, as he named it, stemmed not from a deep-rooted divide between clans, but instead from the misdeeds of a handful of power-hungry men. The history books would speak of no great Valerian war. Yet only the landed and the nobility paid any service to Lancelot's tale. For those who resented the ascendancy of the Buckram, words made a poor salve. While the lie of the battlefield had changed, the war raged on. What had once been seen as a clash of clans became a rift between rulers and the ruled, a struggle to break free from the yoke of oppression.
You still live. Leave us.
Can you hear that, Knight of Xenobia?
It is only a matter of time before you fall.
Who rules in Valeria is a trifling matter. You of all people must understand this.
Let me guess. Unable to stem the tide that rises from the hamlets and villages?
Perhaps we ask too much of the Buckram soldiers. They're not the soldiers we are, you know. Or the men.
Always binding people to your will. Fettering them lest they show signs of free thought. Perhaps therein lies your problem.
They ask for a stern hand to rule them.
They ask? You're mad.
You have it wrong. It is the world that is mad. Tell me, how many of these peasants would even lift a hand to better their lot were they given a chance? How many would bloody their hands, risk their necks, walk without leaning upon another? How many would dare to fight? Think back to your own uprising. Where were the people for whom you shed blood? Safe at their hearths, grousing that more was not done for them.
Times were hard. It was all they could do to keep themselves fed.
Nonsense! They chose to be victims. They think that only from without the castle walls may one voice discontent, not realizing that the quickest way to the throne is a knife to the king's ribs.
These people have the right to live out their own lives, not fill some part in a play of your design.
You have both your eyes, and yet you see less clearly than I do. True freedom is not granted from above, it is won from below. And yet the commons look without for a savior, even as they claim sovereignty over their own fate. They wait and they wait for their savior, never taking that first step towards saving themselves.
Man is not so slothful a creature as that. They merely lack our strength.
You are much too pure of heart, Holy Knight. The people have no need of dreams. We give them all they need.
And what is that, pray tell?
A strong, unwavering ruler.
You are mad.
All men are born with a terrible burden upon their hearts. This insatiable yearning for pleasure. They do not hesitate to take the lives of others if it will better their own. And yet, even these base creatures can know guilt. So, what do? They turn it around. This is not my fault, man says. The world has failed me. Someone must bring order to this chaos. If the commons want to pursue their pleasure, let them do it in our service, under our rule.
You call this rule? This trampling underfoot of all who disagree with you?
We trample no one. All we do is reach beneath the suppurating flesh of this world and wrench out the source of its ailment.
No. As the body strives to mend itself, so does the heart. These people you so despise may one day astonish you with their valor.
You have far too much faith in the creature called man, Knight. People are drawn to power, drawn towards safety. They will betray even their most beloved to obtain it. Catiua, come.
Catiua? What are you doing here?
Allow me to introduce to you your liege, Knight. For this girl is none other than the gift left us by Dana's king, Dogalua, the Princess Versalia, rightful ruler of Valeria.
What?
Well, as you say, the Bakram are not long for this world. But, with the princess in our hands, Valeria will beg to serve under Lodis.
Catiua, how? Is this true?
I loved Denam. As my brother, I loved him. But he was no brother to me. He abandoned me. And now, I him.
Catiua!
Though it pains me to part with the man who took my eye, I see no need to further torment the vanquished. Farewell.
Wait!
Farewell, Knight of Xenobia.
The princess has not been seen since the ceremony. Not even the officers among the Bakram know her whereabouts, and the regent has lent his spies to the search. I see no other explanation but that the princess has sided with the Dark Knights.
Then the rift between Brantyn and Tartaros widens. What word of the Dark Knights?
Most remain garrisoned in Heim, but many of their commanders, including Tartaros, are conspicuously absent.
Perhaps this is why the Bakram do not move against us. What could they be scheming?
You asked me to search for the Holy Knight of Xenobia.
Yes. Have you heard something?
A confession wrung from a scullery maid. It seems that the Holy Knight languishes in the dungeon below Heim Castle.
So he lives?
Yes, but under such a guard that not even the Bakram are allowed near, I was unable to mark him with my own eyes.
Still, you have done much. Go, rest.
By your leave, Commander.
Catiua.
Commander, should we not move our forces on Heim?
Not as yet. It would be rash indeed to strike without first knowing the Dark Knight's purpose.
Yes, but the more time that passes before we strike, the weaker we become. Have you forgotten the way the men speak of the princess? Soldiers in your own ranks weep aloud at the thought of lifting a sword against Orgalawa's blood.
I know. All the more reason to not act in haste.
A report, sir.
What is it?
The soldiers at Brigantis have taken hostages and holed up inside the castle.
What's this?
What are their demands?
Our surrender to the Bakram, sir.
After all the fighting we've been through? Not bloody likely.
So the Order of Philaha joins the fray. Their followers among the soldiers were many, were they not?
Aye, and their influence has only grown since the princess's appearance.
Not a situation we are like to change. The princess's arrival was, for many, the advent of a savior. Add to this the fact that the late Dynast king was a fervent follower of Philaha. How natural for these new converts to rekindle his cry for accord and seek to abandon the fight.
What will you do?
I see no other choice but to meet with these followers of Philaha and speak with them.
Out of the question. It's too dangerous, Commander.
Not if I go alone and unarmed. They will hear me out.
I've looked forward to our meeting, Denam of Goliath. You will pay for your crimes against Galgastan with your life! The bastards killed me.
Not a step farther. State your business. Only the faithful are permitted within.
Don't you recognize me? I've come for an audience with your High Priest.
I don't much care for your tone.
Steady there. That's Denam of Goliath you're talking to.
What?
I am unarmed. I mean no ill will.
I'll be the judge of that. How do I know you don't have a half-dozen soldiers with you?
Leave off. Sir Denam isn't the sort to lie to us.
I knew you were always their man.
A grave insult.
Enough! Sheath your swords! You two! I am Olivia, a Sibyl of the Order here. You wish to meet with our leader, Abuna Pranset? Come this way.
What did you say? Abuna Pranset?
Yes. Your father is here.
I don't understand.
Please, we must hurry. There isn't much time.
What do you mean?
The great father Philaha calls him to his side. I'm sorry, Denam.
What?
When we discovered him in the Corpse Vale near Heim, he lacked even the strength to stand.
What place is this vale?
It is a small cavern where those afflicted with incurable disease or plague are kept.
Plague?
We did all that we could to save him, but his condition only worsens.
The Dark Knights had a hand in this, didn't they?
He was tortured, yes, and made to quaff a vile draught meant to loosen the lips and the mind.
Father.
Let us go.
Father, it is I, Denam.
Ah, Denam. You've come at last. There is something I must tell you.
It's about my sister, isn't it?
Catiua is not your sister, as you know. She is the last remnant of Dorgalua's line, the Princess Versalia Oberith. Catiua's mother was one of the Queen's handmaidens, a girl named Mana Flora.
You want to speak with me? What of?
I was hoping, Your Highness, that
that I might be granted a short leave.
I am dismayed. Do you not know you're the only one in this castle to whom I can confide my heart, Manaflora? The more your betrayal cuts to the quick. Did you think me blind?
Forgive me.
I should have known that a king risen from the peasantry would prefer a simple country girl.
Your forgiveness, I beg you.
Forgive you? I might as soon strangle you, You will serve me for the rest of your days, Manaflora. Do you understand? My slave till you die. Wait. Surely you are not with child.
She gave birth to Catiua, not long after departing the castle.
How is Manaflora? I feared as much. The strain was too much for her delicate heart to bear. So, that is Visalia.
Is that to be her name? Visalia?
It was His Highness's wish to have his daughter named so. I heard it from his very lips.
We should tell him. He will want to know.
Have you not heard? Queen Vernata will bear her own child a month hence. No, it is best that only you and I know of this.
Then, what should I do with the child?
Keep her. You lost a child recently. Catiua, was it? Raise this one in her stead.
As my own flesh and blood?
Yes, for her sake, and the good of Valeria.
But how?
I am sure you will find a way. I have something for you. Take these necklaces. They should fetch a good price.
What? Where are these from?
They were a gift from His Highness to celebrate the birth of his child. He intended that the blue be given to a prince, the red to a princess.
But I could not sell these.
You will need money if you're to raise a child, and a princess besides. You and I both grew up commons. You know what it is to need. What we must do. Give it no more thought, Prancet. This is the only way.
But Brantyn deceived me. He used his knowledge of Manaflora in the girl to advance his position within the church. I erred, Denam. When the king passed away, had I only offered up Catiua then, this war might never have come to pass. But I couldn't let her go. When I heard her call me father, I could not take that away from her, or her from me.
I had no idea.
The Dark Knights have searched long and hard for Catiua, but not to make her sovereign of Valeria. They pursue another purpose.
You know this purpose?
Yes. Her crowning ceremony was for show. They don't want her upon a throne. They want King Dorgala's legacy.
What legacy? Some sort of artifact?
I do not know what it is. Only that it rests with the king. Now that they have Catiua, they seek the tomb.
And my sister knows where it is?
No. She knows nothing. Yet her role is vital. Only one who shares the Dynast King's blood can undo the seal upon the tomb.
They're using her.
Yes. And when she has fulfilled her purpose, they'll...
Father, you must rest.
Listen to me, Denam. You must save Catiua. You are the only one who can. You can lead her to her rightful destiny. Do this for us. For
Father!
Find Mreuva. He was once Archieres in our order. He can help you.
Say no more, Father. You must conserve your strength.
No, it is not about you. Become a stone along the path to our salvation. You must look with clear eyes, Denam. Make the right choice. Lead us along the true path. Make our way. Do this. Only this.
You mustn't talk. You must rest.
Denam. Forgive me.
Father!
There is something else you must know.
Can it not wait?
No. It concerns you and the Regent Brantyn.
What?
He and your father were siblings, true brothers by blood.
Brantyn's my uncle. Then who am I?
Your true name is Denam Morn. You are Bakram.
That's madness. I won't believe it. Me? Bakram?
Please, good sir, calm. Think back. When you were quite young, you resided with Abuna Pranset in the royal city of Heim.
Sybil! You lie!
I wish it was so, but I speak true. As a child, you oft played on the grounds of Archieres Mreuva's villa.
Stop this! Please!
You spent your days in play with Mreuva's 4 daughters there.
Go on.
You were closest to the girl who shared your birth year. One day, as you played by the water, this girl wandered too deep and began to drown.
What? How do you know that? But that was my sister who was drowning. No. She saved me. I remember.
In her struggling, the girl struck her head. leaving a small scar.
It was you.
It was my eldest sister, Saria, who fished us out.
How is this possible?
I am the daughter of Mreuva, who was once Archieres of Philaha.
I cannot.
You can. You must, Denam. You are who you were born to be.
What?
Now stand, Denam. What you are, who you are, has no bearing on who you will become. Even were you born Bakram, the ideals for which you strove would be no different. Surely you did not dream of a kingdom for one people only. Remember your father's words.
Yes. It's as you say. It does not matter who I am. It matters only how I live, what I achieve. Thank you, Sybil Olivia.
I am pleased. You are the Denam I remember.
Let us find your father, Olivia. Have you any idea where he might be?
Perhaps he lost his faith.
What's that?
It may seem odd, but as you rise in the ranks of the church, your duties become less of faith and more of politics. Men like Balbatos and Brantyn are such. Their power as regent or steward becomes more important than their devotion. I watched as my father dirtied his own hands, full aware of what he did. After Dorgaloa passed away, my father lost in a struggle for power with Brantyn, and so lost his rank as Archieres. But though he could now return to his faith, free from political machinations, he was not pleased. That is when my sisters left. They could not accept that he had changed, that faith and politics are links of a single chain. The teachings of God are a compass needle for the righteous man, a way for all to live in peace and happiness. Throw yourself into the maelstrom that is governance. As long as you follow the teachings, your course will be true. But my father lost his faith. He set out upon the same path as Brantyn before him.
So, perhaps he has left to find his faith once more?
It is possible.
The temple to Philaha is in Heim, but he could not have returned there.
Then where could he have gone? I've not heard of any of the temple to Philaha in these isles.
My father once spoke to me of an ancient shrine, a Hagia on Bonamuba. We might start there.
I can think of no other course of action. To Bonamuba then, Denam.
So, Sir Lanselot has not yet returned. Let us hope he is all right.
You should get some rest. Your wounds have yet to fully mend.
I'm fine. I think I've staved off death another day.
So, Warren, there was something I wanted to ask you.
This has the sound of something serious.
Why did you come to our isles? The real reason.
Why do you want to know?
If your ends are the same as Lodis, I would ask you to return to Xenobia.
Oh.
I have no wish to fight you. If you've another purpose here, perhaps I can help.
I already told you. We were banished.
The truth, Warren.
Very well. The truth, then. We are here on an errand for our king. But I assure you, we have no designs on Valeria. Our true purpose is quite different.
We will return as swift as possible, Majesty.
This banishment was a necessary evil.
Fool a friend to fool a foe, or so they say. We deserve no less. The safekeeping of the blade was our sworn duty. On the honor of the Holy Knights, we will return Brynhildr to its rightful place.
Whatever Lodis's reason for taking the blade, it belongs here. See it done, Lanselot.
Your Majesty.
Brynhildr? All this intrigue over a sword?
No ordinary sword. It is said that he who wields Brynhildr wields a conduit to the wisdom of the gods and to their wrath. I cannot vouch for the legend, but regardless, the sword is an ancient Xenobian heirloom. We must retrieve it at any cost.
And it was the Dark Knights who stole it.
Quite right. We were convinced they had taken the sword to Lodis, yet all the while it was in Valeria. Did they bring it here as mere subterfuge, or for some deeper purpose? We must find out.
I mislike the sound of that cough. You had better rest now. Think no more on the sword. We will find it, and when we do, it will be safe.
I've no doubt of that, Denam. Thank you.
Where do you think you're going? He's not well.
A visit from an old comrade in arms might boost his spirits then.
Comrade in arms? Ha! If only you carved a foe half as well as you carved a pumpkin.
I should carve you for that. You certainly have the name for it. Cantaloupe. Oh, you poor dear. How are you?
Cannabis. The name is Cannabis.
Oh, I think he's asleep. Rise and shine, Warren.
Quiet! He needs his rest!
Don't be silly. Why cling to that frail old body when there are so many others to be had?
Not everyone changes bodies at the first sign of a wrinkle.
This is the body I was born into, thank you very much. And who has wrinkles?
I have boots with less leather.
You're looking a little grey in the plumage yourself.
You leave my plumage out of this!
You're cute when you're angry.
I'm beginning to think Warren is the lucky one here.
Must have ruffled his feathers. Get well soon, old friend.
speak the truth. The blind swordsman we encountered at Rhyme was Hobrim. I have it from one of our own whisperers in the Resistance.
You've been busy then.
You gave the order, Balxephon. I merely received the report. Had I not chanced to do so, I very much doubt I would have learned of it. Why go on denying it? Hobrim lives! You lied to me.
Ozma's right, Balxephon. Confess and be done with it. There should be no secrets among friends.
You have the right of it, Ozma. Hobrim lives.
Why, Balxephon? How could you lie to me?
A grave crime, yes. But I could not bear to see my brother, my own blood, imprisoned and put to death. Nor could I merely set him free. As adjutant, I bore certain responsibilities. I took his eyes to mark him for his crime, made it appear as though he died in the dungeons, and banished him.
The pieces do not fit. When we were at Phidoch, I suspected nothing. Why lie to me then?
It was for your own good. Hobrim was to be your husband. Ordering the man put to death seemed too cruel by far. I love you, Ozma. Hobrim had brought you enough suffering. I did not wish to see it continue.
Lies upon lies!
As soon preach to a statue once a woman's made up her mind, eh?
You disobeyed orders to save your own brother, as I recall. Had you kept that from us, I don't expect we would have seen such a commotion.
That's women for you. Always poking their noses where they don't belong, and turning them up when they mislike what they smell.
Do not mock me.
Calm, Ozma. Do not take Martym's jibes to heart.
I promise to keep nothing more from you. Forgive me.
The traitor who murdered the Stratarchus, his own father, lives in hiding on these isles. Bringing him to justice is our sacred duty. If you will not see it done, I will.
Ozma, wait! Have you forgotten our purpose here?
A brother who is a traitor, a pig-headed bride. A fine house you keep. At this rate, we'll be on these bloody isles forever.
Wait. You're Denam! What are you doing here?
I might ask the same of you. What are the Bakram about?
If you want to know, you'll have to beat it from me. You're after Mreuva too, aren't you? Waste of time. Too late. Our friends have him by now.
You abandon your post and go over to the enemy. Do you know what this means?
Balxephon admitted to the lie. You heard him, Volok.
It's his brother, after all. Balxephon has shown poor judgment, but who are we to find fault? Men are governed by passion. Rules and reason are not enough to bind them.
He played me for a fool. To say nothing of my parents, House Glacius, even Lodis.
I know, but the High Champion's orders are quite clear. He's to be charged for his crimes after his return to Lodis.
Do you not think the High Champion knew of all this? He and Balxephon keep close counsel. I cannot believe he knew nothing of Oeram.
Speak no more, Ozma. Return with me to the High Champion, for my sake, if not your own.
I can't go back. Not like this.
Ozma! Leave Ozma to me. You're to return to Heim and make a full report to the High Champion. Sir!
No use to feign ignorance, father. I know you know.
I do not, and I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Is that any way to speak to your own daughter? Or have you abandoned me, as you did mother?
I've abandoned no one.
Then you'll tell me where to find the Apocrypha.
You'll have no aid from me in that foolishness, Sherri. None.
You leave me no choice but to bring you with me.
What? Unhand me!
I'm sure you'll change your mind once we've reached Heim.
Do not do this, Sherri.
Prepare him for the journey. Time to leave.
Abuna Mreuva, are you all right?
Who are you?
Would you know me if I said I was Denam of Goliath?
Plant it, son.
There will be time for talk later. Let me handle this.
Yes, but please, spare the woman.
What?
She is my daughter, Sherri.
Very well.
The Father watch over you.
I always knew La Rosa was useless. All breeding and no substance, that one. What about you, Denam? I seem to remember you as a Fey child, delicate as a rose. But no matter. Such fancies will not stay my blade. I will not accept defeat at the hands of a child. I've come too far to turn back now. The Apocrypha will be mine. Why have you come here? Do you think to make an ally of my father? What is it that draws men to him even now? Say what you will of Brantyn. At least he does not lose his battles.
Why drive your family to the feet of he who ruined you?
Because there is no surer road to victory than to join the winning side.
What good victory without principles?
As much good as taking your principles with you to your grave, surely. It is the victor who lives. That is the only truth that matters.
Sherri, stop this at once! We mustn't fight one another!
Then surrender to the backroom and it will end. You prolong this by clinging to father, a man who couldn't even guard his own wife.
Surely you cannot lay that at his feet. The Bakram killed mother, not him. The very Bakram you now serve.
You are wrong, Olivia. When a man vies for power and loses, he pays a price. Mother's blood is on our father's hands.
How can you say father lost when it is you who have lost your way, sister? You saw him as he truly is and you could not accept it. So you chose to throw it all away. It is you who have lost.
You've made a dire enemy this day.
So Prancet has rejoined the Great Father. I grieve with you.
Then help me.
What good will come of it? I know you are no tyrant, no Balbatus or Ronway. But it is the people who suffer in any struggle, however noble. You know this as well as any. Your own Goliath suffered such a fate.
The more reason to quench the flames of war for good and all. We must forever rid the Isles of the vile instruments the Hierophant and the Duke have used against us. As Dorgalua once united us, Valeria must unite itself.
Dorgalua's time is long past. What vestiges of that era remain are in the hands of the Dark Knights.
Catiua.
Have you the will to wage war upon her?
She is my sister. I must find some way to help her.
The old bonds die hard.
She is family to me, whether by blood or no.
Family, yes. Very well. Such aid as I have to offer is yours.
You honor me.
Where is this place? And why am I here? Huh? Who's there? Show yourself! Make haste? Make haste with what? Who are you to command me? What? It was a dream. A foul dream.
A report, Lord Regent.
What is it?
Lady Firena's expedition for the Apocrypha has not reported in on schedule.
Sherri. Oh, the Almorican's work.
I cannot say. though given the circumstances.
Poor Sherri. All breeding and no substance.
Perhaps they've taken hostages. Shall I send a party to Almorica?
No, leave them.
My lord?
I said leave them. Do not make me repeat myself again. She was given a simple task and she failed. The Bakram have no need of such aid.
As you say, Lord Regent.
Must I be surrounded by such fools?
Be calm yourself, Ozma. I know you're upset, but you cannot allow your feelings to rule you.
I hunt a traitor who has committed unconscionable crimes against his country. What could be more rational?
You do not do this for your country. This is for you and you alone. With the war faltering, we cannot permit you to wreak havoc as you please. The situation demands unity. Now, more than ever, we must stand as one. Balxephon realized this, else why admit to his mistake?
You would have us follow our orders without question, in the name of unity?
It is our duty. There cannot be order without trust.
Balxephon lost my trust when he deceived me.
What he did for your sake. It was not easy for him.
And I'm to accept this. I'm to trust him.
Listen to reason, Ozma. I have no wish to lead you back in chains.
I hear you've learned the whereabouts of the princess?
She was spotted with a party of Dark Knights training at Barnicia Castle.
Abuna Mreuva, is the king's tomb located at Barnicia?
I do not know. I had already left the city when the king passed. Yet I find their actions baffling.
How so?
I heard no claims that the king had been buried anywhere but the royal mausoleum. I am sure that the queen and prince rest there, in the city.
So they search for a different tomb?
When we reach Barnicia, we'll know.
True enough. I doubt Brantyn expects us to move on them there. And we should have the support of the people if we're seen as wresting the princess from the hands of the Dark Knights.
I am inclined to agree.
We prepare for war, then. Send one legion to Urumza Canyon to draw the Bakram forces' attention. While they are so occupied, I will lead a detachment directly on Barnicia.
As you command, sir.
Much hangs in the balance. Let us pray the chariot rides with us. Well, I'm soaked.
Quite the downpour. I'm drenched myself. We'd best dry off, or we'll catch our deaths of cold.
Who's there? Step into the light!
Sherri? It is you! What's happened? Are you alright?
Olivia? You've come to kill me, yes. Do as you will. I've grown weary of this.
What are you saying? We've been searching for you. Father has been worried so. Come home, sister, please.
Home? Where might that be? Home is... I have no home. You took it from me.
What are you doing?
What I should have done long ago.
No, sister, stop this!
Out of my way, Olivia!
If it will ease your pain, I welcome your blade.
Denam!
What's wrong? You can't kill me in front of your sister, can you?
Sister... No...
Your hatred twists you from within, Sherri. Let it go. Can you not see how deeply you are loved?
Enough, Denam! She's not ready for this. It's all right, sister. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again. Do not weep, sister. It's over. You're safe.
I'm so sorry.
They're on Bakram's soil, but they won't get far. This is our land. If I fall this day defending it, I leave no regrets. Can't let them cross the Urumza. I must be defended. The way to Urumza Canyon is clear. Ready a detachment.
Almoricans think to deny reinforcement to your rooms at Canyon. A fine stratagem on the page, but how long can this lesser force endure? We will crush them and harry the Almorica flank ourselves. This is no detachment. No. This is the true host. The armies at your rooms are only a feint. It's Barnicia Castle they seek. The Dark Knights.
Denam of Golia. So it is true! Ah, I had forgotten how invigorating the battlefield could be. I'm too long slinking about in the shadows. Come to storm Barnicia Castle and rescue the Princess Fair. You may find her a somewhat unwilling companion. I confess, I am surprised to see you fighting on the front lines.
This is no errand to leave to another. I am not come to abduct a princess. I mean to persuade my sister to leave.
And if I told you the princess was not in Barnicia Castle? That this was a ruse to lure you out?
A lie. Our men risked their lives to glean her location. Yet even if their reports were false, it would change nothing. It is you and the rest of the Dark Knights in Barnicia Castle who are our enemies, not the Buckram.
You still have much to learn, Denam of Golia. Such trust in your friends, such devotion to your cause, such love for your sister. Your reckless credulity may be your most endearing quality. Enough of this. I've done my duty to Lodis here.
Ah, I hope you're not thinking of leaving.
I admire your spirit, boy. Can't wait to see what happens once you take Barnicia.
What? You think this is a game?
What business have the Amoricans here?
Lower your weapons and surrender at once. Your lives will be spared.
Let's show them Lothlorien's true mettle, boys.
It's almost as if they didn't know we were coming. But why? Surely that Dark Knight who escaped would have given them warning.
I did not expect them to find us here.
Someone whispers to the Armoricans.
Who? The Regent? That fond of us, is he?
It matters not. This provides the perfect opportunity to avenge Oz and Ozma.
Do not be so eager to die, Barbas. They're not the rebel they once were.
You call me weak.
I call you foolish if you think you face children down there.
But face them we must. It's only a question of whether we end this here or in Heim. Surely you aren't suggesting we quit these islands entirely. We have not yet lost, and you would leave without a fight.
I fear that even were we to place Catiua upon the throne, it would not bring an end to this unrest.
Precisely why we must crush them here and now.
Surely you've forgotten our true goal, Barbas. The rule of Valeria is but one step along our path. If we retreat now, our losses would be trivial. The High Priest has commanded as much.
The High Priest? I'd as soon have his head on a pike as hear what that imbecile has to say.
Enough, Barbas. Or it may be your head upon the pike.
Speak the truth, Lanselot. You don't want to lose favor with the Senate. What of the miracle we seek? Was that not the very reason we stole the Xenobian blade?
Speaking of which, I've received word from Balxephon.
Again? What would he have us do now? Wrest the firmament from its perch?
Sister! Tzorious! Release my sister at once!
I leave this in your hands.
My hands will be happy to show them the difference between knights and children.
We leave now, Catiua.
I was waiting for you, boy. But you're a fool to advance on our front gates.
A fool? Your friends did not call me so as they died.
And brazen besides. Allow me to show you something. Know what this is? Of course you do not. This marvelous weapon is called a fusil, and it is far more powerful than any sorcery.
Ah! Worthless, bedeviled contraption! You! Take this from my sight! As I was saying, contraptions are well and good, but a true knight fights with a sword! Excepting those who fight with hammers, such as myself! Ready yourself, Denam of Goliath! I intend to end you and your futile war!
It's him! I'd know him anywhere!
Something you want to say to me, boy?
Denam! He's the dog who led the attack on Goliath!
You're certain?
I watched as he butchered our friends, as he slew my father!
Ah, the drunk's whelp! If you miss your father, I'll send you to join him!
A courtesy I thought to offer you. You contend with me in this life, and my father in the next!
Now yours is a familiar frame. Where was that? Odd. You'd think such a pockmarked pisswater face would leave a stronger impression.
Xenobian, why aren't you dead yet?
Oh, because your jester of a brother is a terrible swordsman. Where is your facile friend today?
Martym? You speak of Martym. So you're the knight who begged for your life at the point of his sword.
Do you repeat every lie you're told in this fashion? By my honor, if you know what that is, 'twas your fool of a friend who cried mercy.
A fine tale. May it keep you company in your grave.
I've a score to settle with you from Rhyme.
Rhyme? Ah, yes. You failed to defend her, as I recall, knight. How are you with your other ladies? You must disappoint them as well.
I'd be more worried about my own fortunes and love were I you. When I'm finished with you, the ladies would barely know you for a man, let alone a knight.
What have we here? The Dark Knight who assaulted Rhyme, slaughtering innocents by the score! What have you done with Lanselot? What have you done with my brother?
The High Champion's your brother now, is he?
Quiet, you!
A bird's place is in the stew pot, not the battlefield.
I'll pick your eyes out for that!
I find myself needing to depart. I suppose I have a good excuse at least.
Wait, Barbas!
I do not leave the field eagerly, but I admit we are outmatched. Catiua, we return to Heim. This decrepit castle crumbles around us.
No! I've had my fill of flight!
Catiua, no!
Sister! Sister, hear me. You are deceived. They care nothing about restoring your throne. They seek a relic left by the Dynast King. Only one of Dorgalua's blood can help them grasp it. They're using you.
Do not lend him your ear, Catiua. Think on how you've been betrayed by King Dorgalua, Abuna Prancer, even your brother. That's right, your dear brother betrayed you. Have you forgotten your pain so soon?
So they serve their own ends. What of it? It is a fact of life and war that men use others. Even as I will use them to defeat you. At least here I know I am needed. Perhaps even by you, Denam.
Why join them, Catiua? Have you forgotten what they did to Goliath?
I am Vassalia, daughter of the Dynast King. The Catiua you knew is no more. I stand with the Dark Knights to end this war.
This war began when they came to these islands. Do you really think they will help you end it? So, even if they do, they'll not let Valeria free of their clutches. We must win our own freedom, else it means nothing. Don't you see, Catiua? They are using you.
I'll not deny it. Do as you feel you must. Can you not trust me to do the same?
This is no question of trust, Catiua. You may well be a princess. You may even end this war. But a darkness grows within you.
What would you know of it?
Your machinations end here, Lanselot. Accept defeat and release my sister.
Release her? She's with us of her own accord. And who are you to demand anything of the monarch of Valeria?
You brought war with you when you came to these isles. Valeria needs you not at all. And my sister needs you even less.
It was none other than the Buckram regent who summoned us here. Your very uncle, Brantyn Morn. We are not invaders, but mediators. It is you who insists upon war. If you truly wish order for these islands, then you will follow Lodis.
I have no desire for order born of irons and bonds.
You remind me of another. Yes, he said much the same as you. Talk of freedom. People have the right to live out their own lives, was it? Very well. You may share his fate.
You speak of Lanselot.
Denam, you didn't need me.
Sister, no.
What? Catiua!
To be needed as a sister, as a friend, as family. That is all I wanted. I was alone.
Sister! No! No!
An ill-favored day this is. This is what comes of looking down at your own feet and ignoring the horizon.
No. You did this to her. You did this to all of us.
It was you who killed Catiua. You called her sister, and you murdered her. She was our last hope for peace on these islands. That hope died with her.
Sister.
Cannot hold against such force. We must withdraw.
What? And leave me here?
Perhaps I should kill her now. The turmoil would only make it easier to assail these wretched islands, and make ruling them a far more difficult proposition. No. We must trust to Catiua. For now. Forgive me, Catiua. May the Empress watch over you.
Coward!
You shouldn't lurk in doorways. Are you all right?
What do you mean to do with me?
Do with you? I'm here to help you, sister.
I am not your sister. I am Vassalia, rightful ruler of Valeria.
No, you will always be my sister. We lived our whole lives together. One day, you may be Queen of Valeria, but you will always be a sister to me. Blood be damned.
A lie! What brother would abandon his sister as you did?
I had obligations, duties to fulfill, but in spirit I was ever at your side.
Is this war so important to you?
Ending it is, but I need your help to do it, sister.
You beast! You would use me as the Dark Knights have. You of all people!
No, you have it wrong. The Dark Knights would have kept you a vassal in your own kingdom, a puppet, no more. Come with us, sister. Together we will see you crowned a true queen.
I want no crown! It is you, and Lodus and all of the rest who clamour for my throne! No more! I can take no more!
Calm, sister. It'll be all right.
I'm past all that now! Forgive me, Denam!
Sister, no! Someone, help us!
I am a burden. No more.
No! No!
Barbas! I cannot say I'm pleased to see you live. back to Heim! I've had enough of knights not worth their armor.
See her safely to Lodis, and you'll be well rewarded.
Don't suppose you'd reconsider, my lord? Putting to sea now, well, it's suicide. The open seas are rife with pirates. Can't hardly spend no coin for dead now, can we?
Which do you fear more? Pirates who may or may not exist, or me?
Only a jest, my lord. We're only too happy to ferry the lady home.
I'll rejoin you in Lodis as soon as our task here is done. I shall sail with the first ship. You've some spittle on your cheek. There. That's better. Ever the beauty, you will be married upon my return, as promised. I will always love you, Ozma. Never doubt it.
Right yourself, Denam. This is no time for maudlin reflection. Much remains to be done, and swiftly.
I doubt that not, and all of it meaningless without her.
So was it fated. You cannot blame yourself.
Fate? It was not fate who killed my sister. It was me.
Leave us.
My lord.
You must calm yourself, Denam. If your men see you waver so, you will lose your command. And then the war. What is done, is done. No amount of mourning will raise Catiua from the grave. With Catiua gone, only one path remains to us. The Dark Knights plotted her murder. What more reason do we need to brand them traitors and cast them from our shores? After all, it was they who drove the princess to her doom.
No, it was I who robbed her of hope. I did this.
What are you saying? Have you any idea how many lives you hold in your hand, Commander? Pansett was right, you know. It is you who must lead us towards peace. Never forget that. The Bakram stir. There is no avoiding conflict now. I have ordered our men to prepare for an all-out attack. You must put this behind you. Our armies need their commander, Denam.
Catiua. Sadly, we were unable to save the Princess Philaha. I lacked the strength. The failure is mine. Forgive me. But do not forgive the Dark Knights. They abandoned the princess when they realized their own defeat was inevitable. I tried to persuade her to our cause, but the Dark Knights had sown deep the seeds of doubt and fear. She took her own life. It is for her that we fight as well.
We're ready to march, my lord. Just give us the word.
Good. We move against the Bakram and the Dark Knights with everything we have. The final battle awaits. Onward to Heim!
You did well.
I tire of this theater.
Do not say that. You must bring this war to an end. If that means enduring a little theater, I think it a fair price.
I watched as my sister died. Was that part of the price as well?
You must push such thoughts from your mind. Naught will come of it. Right or wrong, let history be the judge. Now you must focus on the task at hand, Denam.
So they move from Barnicia. They'll find these lines well defended. We will not let them reach the open desert. Move! Oh, of redeeming my family's honor dies with me.
Listen well! This town is the last before they reach the royal city herself. Should they reach her, they will plunder her stores and slaughter our families. If you find yourself wavering in the coming battle, let thoughts of that rekindle your flame!
Rest comes at last.
We can't let them into the castle! His Eminence has charged me with defending the postern gate. I must show him that trust was not misplaced. Denam would conspire with Galgastan to ruin me, but I shall ruin him. As a survivor of Vask, I swear it. I failed you, Eminence.
Your Eminence, they've breached the castle gates.
Denam goes too far. How stand the Knights of Lotus? You've lost my trust. I hope you've not lost your nerve as well. Or do you fancy taking my city from me as a coda to losing the princess in Barnicia?
Sheathe your anger, Your Excellency. It serves nothing here.
I thought you in hiding, Lord Tartaros. So little have I seen of you. Finally muster the strength to stand in that armor of yours.
You appear to be embattled, Your Excellency.
A jest, yes? We are two rabbits in the same pot. Is it the largely uncontested loss of Phidoch and Barnicia that weighs upon your shoulders, or shame at your own inadequacy? Perhaps you should ride out and face our foes if you do not wish to become even more of a laughing stock.
I did not come to talk strategy. I'm come to bid you farewell.
You would abandon us, your allies, now?
Your Excellency should learn to govern his tongue. Had you but followed our instructions, none of this would have come to pass. I include the matter of the princess when I say this. All you needed to do was abandon that Eltanaha puppet of yours and offer up the throne. It's what the people wanted.
Your counsel is not welcome here, knight.
Do you not see? You are defeated, Your Excellency.
Huh. Oh? Truly? It is you who have lost, sir.
Barbas, what madness has come over you?
Your time has passed, brother.
Take him away.
Enemies of Heim! Your march ends here!
It is only a matter of time before your castle falls. Lay down your sword if you value your life.
Would you do the same were you the defender here? Or would honor prevent you as it does me? The Bakram will fight to the end! An unexpected turn.
I'll be taking this. Traitorous worm! Is it not you who betrayed Lodis?
What?
You meant to use Brynhildr to break the seal. Princess or no?
What is he talking about?
This sword holds the power of the gods. No mortal seal can stand against it. Yet you had us scouring the islands for a woman long dead and an uncharitable princess.
Is this true, High Champion?
You wanted Dorgalawa's legacy for yourself. Do you mean to mock us to death? No need. When the Almoricans find you, they'll do it for me.
Are you all right, Balxephon? Andoras, how can you have any part in this?
Must I spell it out for you, Phidoch? How I have yearned for this day. The day my mother and father, my brothers and sisters, are avenged.
Still you cling to the Nildam royal house?
The reins change hands. Perhaps it was only a matter of time.
What do you mean?
Catiua, the sword. Nothing more than keys.
What?
Lotus can take these isles whenever it likes. For now, Valeria is best left to her people. It's only a question of who rules and how. If nothing else, our sojourn here has taught me that. Can you move, Balxephon?
Well enough, I think.
It's time we were leaving Heim.
Well? The old coot Balxephon had it.
We'd best not tarry.
What are you doing? They're coming! Make ready to meet them in battle!
Then to the Hanging Gardens, as discussed.
What do you mean? What are you planning?
We're done taking orders from you.
I'm the Regent! How dare you speak to me like that?
It's over, Brantyn.
Sooner than I expected.
Dark Knights fleeing?
We've helped you as we said we would. This is your dung pile to spade.
No! Barbas!
Hello, Brantyn.
Huh. After all I did for you, Sherri, how could you side against me? You will die a traitor!
I, a traitor? You turned on me long before I had the chance.
You still think highly of yourself, I see. A keen eye for fault in anyone but yourself. You abandoned your faith, abandoned the Bakram. It is a wonder the Resistance will even have you.
They trust me because I choose to trust. In my father, my sisters, myself. It is only the weak who cling to power.
So simple. You deceive yourself to think so. All men desire power. Few ever come to possess it. Those who do have a duty to use it justly.
Such arrogance! If only I had seen it sooner. I lost all I had for my error. I will not repeat it.
Denam, as you are my nephew, hear me. It is not too late. Kneel to me, and together we will rule Valeria.
It is you who should kneel, Brantyn. Throw down your sword and rein in your troops, and your life will be spared. Resist, and we will show no mercy.
But the Dark Knights have left. You saw them. It was they who brought this upon us, not I. Yes,
I did their bidding, but I did it to save Valeria. When we lost King Dorgalua, we could no longer hold Lotus at bay. Who could? Had we fought to drive them back, they would have killed us all. It was all to save the people. I swear it.
If the people are so dear to you, why did you not inform the king that his daughter was alive? All Valeria would have welcomed the news after the prince's passing. Look at me and tell me you did not seek to use her, as you used my father!
Yes, I sought to use her. And where is the wrong in that? I did what any low-born man would do. When you lack a silver spoon, you fashion one of steel. You understand? You're like me. Where you carved out your destiny with a sword, I used my wits. But there's little difference in the end. We both walk toward our future treading upon the backs of others. Deny it, and you only deceive yourself. Impossible. It cannot be.
Must not bear our swords against them, even if they resist. Dark knights are our enemy, not the Bakram who follow them. Dispatch a messenger. Inform them of our intent. If we treat them like rebels, we'll only push them away.
It will be done, my lord.
We must do likewise with the resistance, of course. If any of our men protest or show disrespect to the Bakram, they will be punished.
If I may, my lord.
Go on.
It's no easy matter. I'm told there's been a good deal of rapine and plunder in the city.
What?
There is worse. Elders beaten, women defiled.
My soldiers do this?
Crude though it may be, many do battle not for glory or duty, but for the spoils. We cannot rid ourselves of them all.
How will you deal with these, my lord?
They will receive their due, but for now, I see no other course but to look the other way.
We have more pressing concerns.
As you say.
Today, we begin the long work of peace. We are no longer Wallister or Bakram. We are Valerians. The war is done.
We hereby swear an oath to serve your loyal retainers unto death.
The Dark Knights have sought refuge in the Hanging Gardens. We travel there to rid ourselves of them for good and all. A great battle awaits us, but beyond it, peace. We must take up the sword once more. For Valeria!
For Valeria!
We must not bear our swords against them, even if they resist. Dark Knights are our enemy, not the Bakram who follow them. Dispatch a messenger. Inform them of our intent. If we treat them like rebels, we'll only push them away.
It will be done, my lord.
We must do likewise with the resistance, of course. If any of our men protest or show disrespect to the Bakram, they will be punished.
If I may, my lord.
Go on.
It's no easy matter. I'm told there's been a good deal of rapine and plunder in the city.
What?
There is worse. Elders beaten, women defiled.
My soldiers do this?
Crude though it may be, many do battle not for glory or duty, but for the spoils. We cannot rid ourselves of them all.
How will you deal with these, my lord?
They will be punished as they deserve. Good?
Sir.
Today, we begin the long work of peace. We are no longer Wallister or Buckram. We are Valerians. The war is done.
We hereby swear an oath to serve your loyal retainers unto death.
The Dark Knights have sought refuge in the Hanging Gardens. We travel there to rid ourselves of them for good and all. A great battle awaits us. But beyond it, peace. We must take up the sword once more. For Valeria!
For Valeria!
Right this way. Is something wrong?
No. Nothing.
Ah! My lord, Sir Denam.
Lanselot? What? What's this? Lanselot's music box. It couldn't. Is it really you?
There. It's all right. In your chair. Do you know this man? I'm sorry. 'Twasn't right of me to pry.
No worry, but I must ask.
Wait. There's something you should see, my lord. The sword he carried.
Lombardia. So these are the Hanging Gardens.
Ah! We've been waiting for you, Denam!
You've run out of places to hide, Martym.
Who's hiding, I ask? Lodis barely needs lift a finger to send legions of troops to your pitiful isles. These Hanging Gardens will make a fine marker for your graves.
Is that a threat?
I never make threats. You, deal with him. Sir.
Damn! He's getting away!
Well, you certainly took your time.
You Knights of Lodis have a rare gift of flight. A useful skill for cowards.
You'll regret those words. A knight knows how to pick his battles.
Easy, Martym. Go to Barbas. Leave this one to me.
Fortunate for you, boy.
Not again!
You face me, Denam. Let us end this. You've done well for yourself. This war's made a hero of you.
I did not take up the sword to become anything.
Maybe so, maybe so. In fact, perhaps it was the Duke's idea. Men such as he have use of heroes. I'm sure you understand. The title served you well following the Duke's passing, after all.
I mislike your reasoning. I do not do this for power.
Yet here you are, a man of power. As a hero, you led your army, and now you must fulfill their wishes and become the next Dynast King.
It is not I who shared his blood.
Now come, defeat us, and claim Valeria as your own.
The tone of your skin, the line of your jaw. A Balmamusa?
A wingy from Xenobia. You can only be Canopus.
I'm surprised to see a Bulmarkan slave at the head of a Dark Knight army. Your bearing marks you as a member of the Nildam royal house, or what's left of it. Lotus brought ruin on your kingdom, yet here you are, serving them on bended knee.
What of it?
Do you bear no loyalty for your fatherland? How can you fight beside those who destroyed your home? How can you aid them as they visit their sins upon another?
A fine speech, Captain. The same one you delivered to Gilbald when Peshawal fell? How amusing. I think I'm growing to like you, Birdman.
So that's the way of it?
What are you playing at, Andoras? Why not leave these isles altogether?
You know why I remain.
Dorgala's legacy. But why the rift with Sir Lanselot? The promise of riches bring out your true colors?
Riches? You think we're here for coin?
Aren't you?
Your answer lies upon the road ahead. Defeat me, if you would find it.
You fancy yourself in Gilbald's place. You pretend yourself a slave to protect your people. The very people whom Lotus holds hostage.
Ha! It's you who's taken with wild fancies. Your guilt over Gilbald clouds your thoughts.
You mean to say your allegiance to Lotus is hard-felt?
You have me exact. I care nothing for my fatherland. I spare not a thought for my people. It is fortune who brought down our royal house, already decaying from within. Slavery is a fitting bounty for the people of Nildam.
Rotten to the core, you! A fool I was to look on you and see Gilbald.
Then you should have no qualms about fighting me, eh? Death comes too soon.
Where's Barbas? Martym? Where have they gone?
To Dorgala's tomb. Both of them are there.
You found the tomb? Where? Tell me.
The tomb? Beneath the gardens. This tower is his tomb marker. But you're too late. Barbas is opening the seal. Even now.
But he can't open it without Catiua.
No. He has the Xenobian blade.
Then I haven't much time.
Wait, Denam. Listen. The Nildam perished. Like these islands, our people failed to join as one. It is only a matter of time before Lotus invades. You must make Valeria strong. Like a rock.
What's taking so long? They'll be here any minute now.
Patience, Martym. The seal is not what I expected.
Look around you, Barbas. We're all that's left. I've had my fill of traps and seals.
Be silent, or be silenced!
What's that?
Barbas, Martym, there's nowhere left to run.
Andoras must have fallen.
This is it. The words to break the seal.
Be quick about it!
Beloda embarinda. Fexanra len Philaha. Seal born of age-old strife. You've served your duty well. In the name of the great father Philaha, I release you! It's done.
Hold them off!
Damn!
Behold the holy blade Brynhildr, deifacted gift of the heavens. By that name most sacred, hear my plea. Gate divine, earthly prison of accursed gods, throw wide your doors. The great father commands it.
Is that all? I had expected something more.
Indeed.
Martym, Barbas, no farther.
Persistent, aren't you?
You seem bent on meddling in our plans.
Lay down your weapons and...
Save your breath, Denam. We both know that will never happen. You want to kill us. I see it in your eyes. Put down your words and take up your sword.
The dead of Goliad and Rhyme deserve vengeance.
It begins.
What's happening?
Dorgaloa's legacy, you simpleton!
What?
You really don't know, do you? A man came to this place once, long ago.
What man was this?
A valiant warrior who used his strength and skill to possess all he desired. But there was one foe he could not conquer: death. Misfortune took his beloved son, and soon after, his wife. In his despair, he prayed for their return. I need not tell you his prayers went unanswered. Overcome with wrath, he renounced his faith and sought instead the power of the dark gods. He descended into the hells where they make their fastness. I trust you know the legend of the ogre battle.
The battle between men and ogres in the Age of Myths?
Yes. The struggle that decided who would rule this earth. The gods of light sided with men, and the dark gods with the ogres. For aeons the war raged.
What is it to us?
Do you know how the legend ends?
Men were victorious and the ogres retreated to the darkness, a tale every child has heard at his mother's skirts. What do you find so amusing?
It is no nursery tale.
What do you mean?
These ruins are the very gate to hell. The Chaos Gate.
What?
The man who journeyed into the abyss is your precious Dynast king, Dorgalua.
I think we've finally gotten the gate's attention.
The darkness awaits, and all the power it holds.
I can't let you go.
Of course you can't. Which is why you must die. You'll need no gate to enter hell.
You would venture into the abyss to claim this power? If what you say is true, why is it King Dorgalua never returned?
The gate was made to prevent darkness from entering our world. It's barred from this side. It cannot be opened from within.
Dorgalua left his most trusted man to prepare for his return. But this gatekeeper was easily slain. With the king missing, it was a simple task to declare him dead and claim the throne.
It's time you paid for what you did in Goliath.
And you're going to collect? You're welcome to try.
Don't waste your words on this one, Martym. He's only Denam's lapdog. Hear how he barks for his master.
Maybe I am just a dog, but I'm here, standing before you. Are you man enough to face me? I'll tear out your throat with my bare teeth.
A rabid cur at that. All the better. We fight.
Barbas. How?
Martym, you bloody fool! So close. So very close.
gate! Impossible!
I am Ogawa. You beasts that crawl upon the earth, kneel down before your god.
A god?
Oh, come, Brynhildr, sword of light. You are my rightful due. Give me the blade, that I may rise again.
The Chaos Gate must still bind him.
Rejoice ye all in my return.
You are a fallen king, a creature of darkness. Your wife and son await upon death's shores.
Valeria is my domain. Bow low before your king, or face his wrath.
Doppelgangers! Here, fiend!
So arrogant you are, for one so small.
Begone! This is the world of men. You have no place here!
'Tis true. I am no man. I am a god.
A god? What god could be so foul? You are an ogre!
An ogre.
Who's there? The Chaos Gate speaks! What power is this? gate's opening! We'll be pulled in!
Oh, great Zephyr, dance unseen, fly across heaven's veil.
This place will soon collapse. When it does, the Chaos Gate will cease to function.
This is no place for you, Warren!
Perhaps not, Denam. Farewell. Oh, great Zephyr, dance unseen, fly across heaven's veil.
Ha! What are you doing?
In the name of the great Father Philaha, you are hereby crowned our sovereign lord, King Denam Morn, defender of the realm. Let no man gainsay this sanctified ascension.
What of the parley with the Wallister loyals?
Our emissaries are to meet a month hence.
Their demands?
The release of 6 of their officers and representation within the government.
Extortion! We would encourage every band of thugs to rise up and claim their own reward.
As you say, a matter for our new liege then. Which brings up another concern.
Now is not the time. The coronation begins within the hour. Best leave this until it's finished.
Pardon, my lords. It's time.
We're well aware.
Abuna Mreuva, do you know where we can find Lord Pavel? His courtiers have been looking everywhere for him.
Where he always is, I should imagine. Tell the women to be patient.
Yes, my lord.
Our liege presents us with a problem of another color.
I'll speak with him. You go on ahead.
Catiua.
Why do you not heed me, brother? I know how you must feel. But what of my feelings? I don't want to lose you. Our father is dead. A hard truth. But a truth all the same. In all the world. You are the only one bound to me by blood. I couldn't bear to let you die. Forgive me. I know my words will not sway you. Only promise me. Promise you'll never leave your sister.
Leaving you? Scarce a moment goes by we are not at each other's side. And so it shall remain. I will never leave you.
There is the lie. You have chosen your war over your sister. How long until you cast me aside? Until you forget me altogether?
Never, sister.
I'm alone without you!
Catiua!
Sister, was I wrong?
Dwelling on thoughts of Catiua again. The ceremony begins shortly. Your people are waiting.
What do they wait for, Rabuna? Me? Or something they imagine me to be?
It is enough that you act the monarch now. The questions can come later.
But
But you must. If you do not become king, these islands will plummet headlong back into war. This is something only you can do. You must be king. I dare say you know this as well as I. Time to go, Your Majesty.
Listen to me, Denam. You must save Catiua. You are the only one who can. You can lead her to her rightful destiny. Do this for us. For
Father!
No, it is not about you. Become a stone along the path to our salvation. You must look with clear eyes, Denam. Make the right choice. Lead us along the true path. Make our way. Do this. Only this.
You mustn't talk. You must rest.
Denam. Forgive me.
Father!
The war is over, but yet our troubles remain legion. Our people still suffer. They are hungry, without family or peace in their hearts. If I have one wish, it is for every man to bury his differences. We must sever the chains of time and make a break with the past. For our future, for our children, we must repent and endeavor to reform. We must, and we can. We will build a new future, a peace where all live together. As Valerians.
Down with Denam! Glory to the Wallister!
Lodis moves. You're certain?
I spoke with the rider myself, my lord. An army 200,000 strong. They don't stand a chance.
The wheel turns again. And so soon after they restored peace, King Denam draws a fatal hand.